just starting a rematch between JMU and Penn State from earlier today. Levon starting with a fast goal, a little shot on the middle hoop to get JMU up 10 to nothing. JMU lost last game against UVA, so both these teams now have one loss on the day, which means in our double elimination bracket that the loser is done for the day, and the winner will go on to face UVA once again in a championship game. We have Morrow over on the left.
Good wrap by Levon on Peterson. Peterson gets the ball out. Back to Morrow. Morrow with a pass behind, but Marsh able to intercept there. That was a pass attempt to number 3 on Penn State. That was Alex Coble.
Ball with James Jarrell on the left. Looking for an option, pressured by Peterson. Chose to go back up top to Levon.
JMU being very patient on this offense. They might warrant themselves a, oh, okay.
Ooh, 2 shots go wide, but JMU's going to keep possession. We could see there Levon was directing his teammate Jarrell to go set sort of like a pick to open up that top hoop shot there.
Levon looking for the flat-footed shot there on the unguarded hoop, but unfortunately doesn't fall.
Yeah, all 3 of those shots there have been falling for both Levon and Marsh today, but they were all just a little off the mark at the start of this game. Could be a little bit of the fatigue from JMU from playing.
This is their 3rd game in a row.
Yeah.
Levon,
Penn State got a break.
Levon needs to find that slot back in that shot, otherwise he won't be able to score that way. Once again, Levon on the high press, so that middle hoop is open. If Penn State can capitalize on that open hoop, they'll be able to take this game.
Wow.
Great offensive move by Penn State, moving it around and dunking it through the small hoop.
Handing off the ball to Lee. Speed the ball carrier, pressured by Peterson. He's going to use the reset, or get forced to use the reset. To Levon, who takes I think it's a shot. Turns over to Morrow. Morrow's going to have a fast break. Levon's not going to get there in time before he tags in. Penn State up 20-10. The ref stoppage.
Unfortunately, JMU looks very tired. This, of course, being their 3rd game in a row. What they need to do is be patient on offense, look for opportunities, and then just do their best to make some sort of defense. Penn State, as long as they have a good strategy on offense, they should be able to complete. And anytime Penn State has a fast break opportunity, they have to take it, because JMU is either going to be hard to defend it, or they just might not choose to defend it and choose to save their gas.
Yeah, and on the flip side, I think we'll see JMU this game probably walking it up on offense a lot, unless there's not any fast break, just sort of taking their time, maybe wasting the clock a little bit, and if they can, without a delay game. And really go for I feel like some quality over quantity in terms of in terms of offensive possessions.
Lee commanding the offense here. Looks like they're overloading to the left-hand side. Might be an opportunity to look for control.
Quick 1-2 with Jarrell. We'll go back. Goes to Marsh behind. Back up top to Levon. Moving it around well. Shot just misses low.
Once again, JMU recovering it.
Deflection is recovered by Morrow.
That was a pretty well-built play. They overloaded the left-hand side and saw open Levon in the field, but unfortunately weren't able to complete that.
Yeah, I like the look. It was just the finish was just a little off, but that'll be there a lot of times for them. Here we have Morrow behind, looking for a shot, but some bludgers are going to mess him up, and it's going to be recovered by Levon.
Once again, a very slow-paced game from JMU, intentionally. JMU has one sub on the sideline right now. They have exactly 7 players. So as we said earlier today, during SOP, they will only have they will have no subs during SOP. Hey,
wow.
And that goes through.
There we
Levon
go.
looking for an open attempt, and he has it.
Finding his rhythm again.
Score is now tied 20-20. Peterson brings up the quad ball, and Penn State still with control. Peterson calling out a diamond to spread out their chasers. Iyer pushing in on the left side. Peterson looking in, and what a beautifully built play there. Connor Morrow has been creeping up from the back and sprints in. Peterson finds him, and an easy undefended dunk there. Great job by Penn State. We got 2 different offensive strategies here, where JMU is looking to pass around more and look for open shots, and Penn State is more of a drive and dunk kind of game right now, which I think is going to work both to their advantage.
Marches the ball on the left, back to Levon up top. Tries a long pass to the right, but picked off by Morrow. Who's going to be pressured on a fast break. Dodges a bludger. No, maybe not. It was close. The line goes quick to Lee. It's going to go too far. And be scooped up by Penn State.
Unfortunately, don't love this move. JMU able to turn over a fast break. Very rare, especially for their numbers. But instead of taking it and having a possession, they chose to try to force a fast break there, and it doesn't work out for them.
Yeah, as much as I love the eyes downfield, it was a little forced. Back with Peterson, being led by beater number 17, Lucy Jensen.
A lot of talk from this defense here. I love that here from JMU. Ball goes behind to Morrow. Peterson's calling for an up. I think he's calling for a pass. Oh, and Marsh is able to intercept it. Great call. Peterson, with his finger up, is saying, pass it over the hoops. Morrow instead passes through them and is able to be intercepted by Marsh. Levon looking at a Penn State defense not paying attention and throws it right through the center hoop there. Penn State, you can't let this happen. JMU is at a disadvantage here, but sees an opportunity with no one paying attention. Levon's able to come in and pass it easy through the center hoop for a goal.
That shot has really been on for Levon today. Typically a player that we see more being physical and driving and either close shots or dunks. He's been hitting shots from outside the keeper zone left and right today. Like he's got to be like something like 8 for 11 or something.
Peterson's calling everyone to go to the left-hand side. JMU still without dodgeball control. Oh, a great attempt there. A drive and dish to the second side. Oh, intercepted by Peterson. Levon tries to bring him down, not able to. Peterson with a shot on an undefended hoops, and that is a good goal. It was a great attempt by Penn State, once again, with a formulaic offense. Unable to score there, but they're able to get an interception and score instead on unguarded hoops. Score is now 40-30 in favor of Penn State. Penn State fully paying attention now, of course, after a previous fault. It looks like they have both of their beaters up very high to combat that easy shot that JMU's been having. There's a switch. This should be an easy beat, and it's intercepted. Fantastic defense by Penn State, reading that pass and laying the beat in even before the ball got there.
Peterson with the ball for Penn State. Pump fakes. Moves it over to Moore on the left. Has Alex Coble on the other side, but throws a little high and it goes out.
Unfortunate, unforced error there by Penn State. Score is still 40-30 in favor of Penn State. Levon had a little pep in his step once again, but Penn State turned around and paid attention. Once again, I really like these high press defense in the box for Penn State. If they have control, they're using it very well. Levon does not have an opportunity to make an easy shot like he did before. Ball moved to Marsh, back to Levon. Levon with a shot on an open hoop. Good, says the goal ref, and good, says the HR Liz Stone. Looks like there might be some beater stoppage here. Some talk with the ARs here. Liz Stone called the goal good. I wonder if there's a possible penalty that would overturn this. Oh, no. I think JMU... No, we're good.
What are you talking about?
I don't know.
Interesting. Looks like there may be some net contact and some beater interaction. And it'll go against JMU's number 46, Carly Hemeny.
And it'll take the goal away from JMU, unfortunately. So the ball will be back in Penn State's hands as they start their possession. Peterson bringing the ball up.
Peterson joined by Moore on his right, Ayer behind, and Coble on his left. Ooh, goes for a floater, blocked by Jarrell. Levon's gonna pressure, kick it downfield. Marsh's gonna have a run for it, pressured by a beater. And the beater cleans it up.
I don't hate that opportunity. Levon kicked it out, similar in soccer, just to get the ball to open space. Marsh finds it, but is unable to get the ball through before the beat comes in.
Peterson back on offense. Swings it over to Morrow. Morrow gets some space.
The beater created some space there for Morrow to go and drive, but Morrow chooses to challenge Levon in the center instead. A great block there by Javon. Coble able to recover, but gets beat. Great defense there by JMU.
Wow.
We were saying earlier how with Levon up top, that middle hoop is going unguarded, and I'm going to take back my words. Javon with 2 blocks in a row. Penn State's going to have to find another way to score.
Yeah, I think maybe something we haven't touched on enough today is just some of the hands from JMU on defense. Not only blocking the tall hoop, but just getting the hands. Like whenever the ball's anywhere around the hoops, they've had hands up and block passes.
This is a great tool to watch here for and we have an unforced error, unfortunately. It's a bad pass by Levon. If any teams are watching this, you can see a team like JMU with so short on numbers and with no subs, it should be a much easier game for Penn State, but JMU is taking every opportunity to be scrappy. Any 50-50 ball, they're taking it. If they have a bad pass, they follow it and they fix it. They are playing aggressive defense. They're constantly putting in a large amount of effort, even being low on gas. So shout out to JMU for an amazingly hard-fought 3rd game in a row for them.
Levon wraps Peterson, who's going to keep going, and scores through the contact.
Once again, those are the tackles we see Levon take them down previously, but not much gas left in the tank there, so it can only slow Peterson down.
Ball back in the hands of Lee Rouse for JMU.
Near the end of the Penn State game, the first one, they had Lee ball handling. And we have Levon behind for the first time. Interesting move by JMU. Let's see what happens here.
To Marsh on the side. Marsh drives.
Oh, perfect!
Wow.
Wow, the entire Penn State defense had their focus on Levon in the back. No one paying attention for Marsh to just sprint right through and shoot on an uncontested goal. Great idea by JMU. I like this new formation with Lee at top and Levon behind. One thing you'll struggle with is you'll have one main ball handler, especially on a college team, but every single chaser in with no subs this whole game, all 4 of these chasers have been doing a fantastic job. Great chemistry, great ball movement, all of them have the ability to ball handle.
Yeah, from what we've seen today, especially given their limited numbers, they've had great chemistry for a 7-person team. Peterson back, matched up against Levon.
Great job by Penn State to regain control.
Peterson makes a move, and once he hits the floater, all he needs is a little bit of space.
Good adjustment by Penn State. They tried twice in a row to attack that middle hoop. They've seen it's no longer an option. They can attack the medium hoop now. Looks like this might be a timeout. All right, so this game, just like the first one, is very close, very competitive between these two teams. I've seen a change in strategy. I've seen a lot of great moves on offense and on defense. This is a pretty great game that's going on here. What do you think, Shane?
Yeah, I think right now JMU seems like the team that's doing more. So it's kind of surprising that they're like down by 1. Whereas a bunch of Penn State's offense has been seemingly just kind of easy. They're finding open looks, like little floaters or passes to an open cutter who just dunks it in, puts a hand through the hoop. But regardless, still Penn State's up. So at this point in the game, it's very similar to the first one. It seems like it could really go either way.
I know we've been talking our ear off all about JMU's limited roster, but that is going to be the deciding factor here. If this game is so close, it's going to be who can stay in those high-pressure situations, who can last all the way to the end, especially in a long game.
Yeah, I'm excited to see how this game looks down the stretch, especially as we approach SOP. Given that last game was decided by the snitch catch. So JMU's probably looking to keep it a little closer in the quad ball game. And see if they can finish it out that way.
Is the score currently 60-50 in favor of Penn State? The winner of this game will play UVA in the App-5 Conference Championship. So it's a big deciding factor in this game. If JMU wins, they will be playing their 4th game in a row back-to-back.
Tiring day.
A lot of things for these teams to fight for. Oh, Bob, I might have said intermission. This is a timeout by JMU, not intermission.
Yes. Back in play. Sticking with the strategy of having Lee as the primary ball carrier. It's worked out well from the past couple possessions. Levon is playing behind. Jarrell on the left, Lee directing the offense. Goes to Jarrell. Levon gets beat out behind. Jarrell goes all the way across to Marsh. Marsh rips a shot, just gets tipped over by Penn State. Lee's going to retain possession. Jarrell also beat out. It's currently just Lee and Marsh as chasers on offense, being protected by their beater Declan.
Once again, JMU retaining possession even after a block shot. Ryan Marsh with the quad ball now. Same opportunity. I was looking for a pass instead to Levon this time. Oh! Would have been an amazing shot there.
Target.
Shot on target on those back heels, but unfortunately is blocked there. Ryan Marsh earlier had, I was actually twice in a row, Ryan Marsh had an opportunity with no beaters in front of him, just a player guarding each hoops. If you're an experienced chaser, you know you can go in and dunk on one of them, but Marsh, playing primarily beater for most of his career, looks to take shots instead, and unfortunately they don't fall.
Peterson almost just walking it in.
Especially with both dodgeballs in front. Great block there by Javon to block the pass coming in. Peterson's been a lot of the bulk of this offense with the ball handling, looking for easy shot opportunities and dunks while dishing it out. Levant sees a JMU, PSU team on their heels.
Slows the ball down, but Levant gets beat out. Lee with the ball up top. Looking for a drive.
Great move by Penn State beater U to maintain control there.
Smart move by Marshall
I would say
just to launch it and take the reset. To get as Levant gets back into play, Marshall tie back in, and JMU will be able to set up their offense.
JMU with only 2 chasers in play. Bad shot opportunity by Levant. It's way too short there.
Levant was trying to create it by getting Jarrell to set a pick, but it did not work out that time. Peterson going the other way, breaks the tackle. High shot becomes a pass to Morrow, who finishes it from the other side. That puts it at 70-40 in favor of Penn State.
We were hoping to see JMU come out of this timeout the same way they did the previous game with UVA, where immediately out of the timeout they had a wonderful play setup score and another fast break score. We haven't seen that in the same time here as Penn State. I'm glad they had some time to rest, but we really need JMU to come back with a force in this game.
Levant looking to do just that, swinging it to Marsh behind. Marsh goes over to Lee. Lee goes to Lee.
A great pass by, wow, Lee with a sidestep and a kick, a perfect pass back to Javon. Unfortunately, it doesn't go through.
Peterson long to Morrow, who recovers it. Lee breaks it up.
Amazing block by Lee. There's a quick pass down the field.
Morrow still has it.
Wow.
Number 18.
Amazing defense by JMU. Morrow picks up the ball right in front of the hoop and goes to dunk it. Lee sticks her hand in there and is able to block the shot.
Unfortunately, it looks like Levant is down. Third game in a row, potentially a cramp, but we will see.
Levant clutching his upper quad there. Looks like it could be a cramp. Hopefully he'll be okay. And we have the roller coming onto the pitch again. This looks like, hopefully, yes, we do not need the medic. We just need someone to roll out his leg a little bit, get that cramp out. He's JMU fighting hard in this game.
Roller doing enough work to almost be the 8th player on the team for JMU today. I feel like the roller needs a jersey.
Roller needs the MVP, especially for JMU to be playing in these 3 straight games. While we've seen JMU fight, I don't know if I've seen a lot of good strategy from Penn State these past few possessions. They did a great job of setting up and adjusting to having Javon cover the middle hoop on defense. So when Penn State comes up, they are using their side options more. But all the plays except for that last one, it feels like they're kind of going through the motions and looking for opportunities instead of creating them. They have control. They have the bodies. I want to see them use their control like they did this last play continuously. I like the change that they have there.
Yeah, and I think in contrast to last game, what we've seen from this first part has mostly just been Peterson and Morrow just sort of playing like almost like a 2-man game. Whereas in the first game they used other talented players they have like Iyer, Coble, and Jensen whenever they were chasing and to really move the ball around and get all 4 players incorporated, which is something I think they just need to bring back this game.
Looks like Leslie Ivanko is putting on a green headband. Levant's going to take some time off the pitch while he heals a bit. And I don't know if we've seen Leslie a keeper in a while. We haven't seen her there today.
Yeah, Leslie, primarily a seeker, but during the the regular course of play tends to be a beater. Had the catch of the game earlier to win it for JMU.
And we're going to restart play here. Leslie with the quad ball. Pass the ball over to Lee. Oh, no, it looks like that. Unfortunately, Leslie being keeper is going to be short-lived here. I want to see keeper Leslie. Come on. Let's see if the fans will agree with us. Give the people what they want.
He pushed down the left side. Over to Javel.
Good commanding on the field by Lee.
Steps out of bounds.
And there's a boundary call. So my apologies, didn't get that there. Lee steps out of bounds there. One thing we have mentioned, Lee Rouse also was on the Washington Admirals practice squad this summer. I've seen a tremendous improvement from last year to this year in her
picking
game.
Up the pace. Pass it behind to Feder, but the beater cleans it up. Those pesky beaters.
What I've seen with her field awareness, she always knows where the beaters are. She's able to command the field, and especially her contact. She's a small player, but is still able to provide big hits, even on very talented players on the other team. So,
one of the biggest parts of her game that she's really grown into is being able to be a facilitator on the field, which is why she does so well whenever she goes on point. Levon just misses the shot, barely to the left. Lee will recover.
It's got a great kick pass by Lee. It's become her specialty here on this team.
One rips one that goes wide, but recovered by Marsh. Saves the reset. Marsh looking for his own opportunity, goes to the lead. Lee taking some contact, and he's been pushed out of bounds by Morrow.
Still a great job by the JMU offense to try to stay alive. Those were 2 missed shots, and they're still able to recover the shot there. Anyway, we've seen the large improvement on a lot of these players who spent some time with MLQ teams this summer. So that's a good awareness. If you are a college player or a player new to the sport, you are hopefully within the region of an MLQ team. A lot of MLQ teams do not require an entire summer of commitment if you want to just play on the practice squad. Oh, wow. Great shot by Peterson.
A little hook shot that lips down from the top of the hoop.
I highly recommend anyone, even if you are new to the sport, to try out for an MLQ team, play during the summer. Even if you're only able to do practice squad, it's playing with players at such a high level is a great way to improve your personal game and bring it back to the USQ level.
Yeah, a lot of these players that we've talked about today as being big impact players have some experience at that level.
Was it 5 of the 7 JMU players? 4 of the 7 JMU players played on the Washington Admirals this summer, either the main squad or the practice squad. And you can see the remarkable improvement on them as they bring it towards this year.
The beaters cleaning up there for Penn State. Back in the hands of Peterson, going the other way. Score is currently 80-40. Almost 20 minutes. Penn State will hold for the last possession here. This goal attempt will end the half. Ooh, Marsh with some heavy pressure, but gets beat. Levon steps up next. Peterson just gets around, but flicks the ball out, loses it. Recovered by Jarrell, and that'll be half.
There we go. So there is intermission. So after this timeout, we really wanted to see JMU burst through after having some rest. I don't believe that they have scored since their timeout, so it's been a large scoring drought for them. But their defense has been pretty good. They've been able to keep Penn State to only scoring 3 goals during the rest of this first half.
Yeah,
go ahead.
Yeah, they certainly have a little bit of a deficit to come back from that. I think it's a little more than last game. Being down 4, the set score being 140 means they'll only tend to get there as opposed to Penn State's 6. And that's quite a hill.
during the second half, I think we're going to see the same setup we had last time with both teams focusing on the quad ball game rather than the seeker game. JMU, of course, because they don't have the numbers to fully try for the seeker actively, and Penn State because they are ahead and currently winning in the quaffle game, so they should stay in it. Hopefully we'll see a fight like we did with JMU. They have not given up this entire game, any of their 3 games. Let's see if they can come back just like they did in game 1 against Penn State. And for Penn State, they lost their lead in that first game, but eventually did start building back up, and they were 1 goal away, but just could not finish. There were about 4 or 5 possessions, and they could not score that last goal. One amazing beat by, I believe it was Declan over on JMU to stop a goal. But other than that amazing play, I don't think Penn State had a lot of great opportunities. So I think it comes down to Penn State needs to continue playing their game. They need to get these 6 goals, and there's no need to rush it. They should go in, find the holes in JMU's defense, and finish this game.
Yeah, I think at the beginning of SOP in this last matchup earlier today, we did see sort of a drought of scoring for both teams at the beginning of SOP, which sort of made it a longer game. So I'm curious to see if teams will be able to get going again and come out swinging, or if it's going to just take a while and work for the long haul again.
All right. Head ref Liv Stone calling all the players back to the field, and she will begin the second half.
All right, here we go. Beginning the SOP portion of the game. Send the ball off in the hands of Levon with JMU. Looking to mount this comeback. The Seekers have just gotten released.
Leslie immediately beat right out of the box.
Levon being pressured by Peterson, takes a long shot that goes high, and Penn State's going to recover it.
We have Brandon Feder at seeker. The newer player catches the dodgeball and drops it as if that would do anything. Unfortunately, as a seeker, if you catch the dodgeball, it does nothing. It still counts as a beat. Valiant effort, though.
I don't believe we saw Federer last game in the game as a seeker.
Oh, really?
I'm curious to see what he can do. Peterson in the quad ball game. Federer has some time alone, but is taking a break.
That's fine tomorrow.
Morrow behind, makes a double move to get some space, dodges a beat. Oh, maybe not. Seems like Morrow was potentially called beat.
I do not know why Morrow handed that ball over. If he was called beat, he's still on broom.
That is a good point. I'm not sure what happened.
It looks like it might be a turnover. There might have been a pass earlier to Morrow that was a... Oh, and it's passed back to...
A little bit of referee
I'm
confusion
unaware.
Here. I guess they're actually able to work it out without a stoppage.
Great. I also don't know if JMU just gave the ball back because the refs told them to, or because they felt that was the right thing to do. It could be a great sportsmanship if that was the case. I don't know if I would have that same amount of sportsmanship in a conference elimination game.
Yeah, I don't know.
But I am glad to see them do that here in this league.
Levon goes for the wrap. Peterson shakes it off, goes to Morrow behind, who scores at the top hoop.
Goal there by Morrow. The score is now 90-40. Set score is 140.
Drill with the ball for JMU, working the right side. Gonna throw it down to Lee. It's Levon up top and Marsh across. Goes back up top to Jarrell. Wow, great drive by Jarrell. Turns to dunk the ball through the hoop.
Great job to connect through contact there and do the final dunk for Javon.
Jarrell, a first-year player, but in this App-5 season so far this year, has shown really a lot of athleticism and a lot of promise for the future. Peterson back, being led by number 9.
Oh,
wow!
Beat before. An amazing alley-oop to Connor Morrow, but unfortunately it was beat before, so it does not count. Ooh, pass to Marsh. Did not see the ball coming. Glad that he was able to recover. Marsh is wrapped up. Levon able to take it from him before Marsh is called for an illegal reset. Oh, Levon with
the shot on the run.
On the run, gives a little shrug over to, and missed the celly, unfortunately, the bow and arrow. Great job by JMU to find that open opportunity. Peterson again calling for the diamond, have his chasers spread out to look for different opportunities.
Both teams only have scored once so far during SOP. Pearson looking to get it going for Penn State. Ooh, gets a little dunk on the small hoop.
Peterson able to walk it right in.
Sometimes that can be one of the trickiest things on defense. Is when you're playing on hoops, if one of the opponents is stepping up and coming at you, sometimes when you step out, like your instincts would tell you to, they can score just right over you because you're opening up the shot. Sometimes it's really hard to know when to step out to try to make a tackle or apply pressure on defense versus when to stay on the hoop and just sort of like use your body to take up space.
Oh,
blocked by Peterson on Levon's shot.
Yeah, this will not be a reset because Penn State was the last person to touch it there. But it looks like Peterson already knows exactly what Levon's going to do and puts his hand right up, smacks it back down.
Levon looks for drive.
Oh,
wow!
Morrow gets up on a ladder to get that ball from going into the hoop. Peterson with a dodge. Peterson with a dodge.
Double move.
And a shot.
Wow.
Great move.
Great sequence with Penn State. Morrow getting all the way up with the bounce. Leading to Peterson doing the double move to get the goal. A sequence like that could really lead to a shift of momentum towards Penn State. Yeah. Ball with JMU's number 15, Jarrell. Wrapping around to the left, actually by a Penn State beater, covered by his own. Swings some Marsh behind, who gets immediately pressured by a bludger. And turns it over to Peterson.
Peterson looking to run. Sees Morrow down there. Morrow able to catch it on the fly. Moves around.
Ooh.
Hands are up.
Yeah.
There could be multiple cards on this play.
I saw potential hoop dislodgement, potential net contact, but all is in Penn State's favor.
I saw a hoop being moved by Jarrell. It's Jarrell, right?
Yes.
Yeah. A net contact by by Lee and a face beat by the beater. Let's see what's called here.
Let's take the second with the first one, the dislodgement by Jarrell. Was it a double card?
Yeah.
Oh.
It's going to be a face beat and a hoop dislodgement.
Morrow will have the ball basically in the goal, puts it through, and meaning that Jarrell gets immediately released. So JMU will still be down a beater with Carly Hamity in the box. Penn State with a few quick goals there. It's only 3 away. JMU looking to claw back. Marsh behind, has some space. Beater steps out from Penn State. There's Levon up top, switching the field. Tries to go.
Morrow once again jumping up to get that block there.
Morrow's going to be kept safe by the Beaters. Headed to Peterson. Peterson's going to push the pace. Peterson looking for a shot, goes high. He's going to turn it back over.
Unfortunate, unforced error there by Peterson. I feel like he had the space because there was no beaters there to go in and just walk that and dunk it in. Instead goes for the shot.
Especially being up 7, only 3 away. It feels like if the shot's not there, you can probably slow it down and have some time to find a good look.
And the wind's been picking up the past 20 minutes or so. So those longer passes and shots are not able to fall as easily. Definitely to JMU's deficit because they've been using a lot of those longer shots.
Brendan Fader going hard at the stitch right now. Well, Lee Rouse has the ball. Working through it left, a little bit of overload to Jarrell. With the Marsh. The beater steps out. Penn State sees that. Blows it up.
Unfortunate scoring drought for JMU. They've only scored scored once, my apologies, in the past 15 minutes of game time.
Pearson shakes a few tackles, has an open driving lane, goes the whole way. Put Penn State 2 away? 1 away.
1 away. Penn State is now 1 away. JMU is putting up one heck of a fight here. Let's see what they have left in the gas tank to just play this out the best they can. They have Lee ball handling. I want to see Levon go behind. It looks like Marsh is going to go behind. But I really liked how they redirected all the energy to the front. Let's see what happens here. So Lee crosses half. Levon pointing her towards the center.
Peterson is playing high on Levon.
Pass back to Lee. Lee tries to take a shot with the beater pressure, not able to get through to it. Marsh able to strip the ball, but unfortunately not able to capitalize on that. Once again, JMU not giving up.
Yeah, even to the very end, JMU is relentless with their hustle.
Penn State walking up here needs one more goal to get their first win of the day and their ticket into the finals game.
Looks like Penn State has Iyer back in his keeper.
We haven't seen Iyer in a bit. Peterson's been playing a very long shift. Iyer looking at his options. Great job by Penn State's leader to take out the chasers. Morrow dodging. Pass off. It's number 5 here. Lee is aggressive on the chaser.
Iyer still has the ball. Just misses the small hoop, and UVA is going to have some more time.
It looks like that one shot, goal ref put their hands up for good goal, but head ref Liz Stone overruled as they have the better angle there. This game will continue on. Once again, let's see what JMU can produce here at the very end of this game. I see an open middle hoop, but there's a lot of people in between him and there. Never mind, he's going to do exactly what I said. He's going to go for the middle hoop.
Levon really seems to have drawn up that play with Jarrell, where Jarrell just goes and just pushes the defender off the hoop just to make it open and give Levon a chance.
Especially a defender like Connor Morrow, who is able to block that high shot, but is only able to do it if he times that jump correctly. Getting a little bit of pressure there, it's going to make that shot a lot easier.
Morrow with the ball for Penn State looking to end it. Drives, gets past Levon, gets around Lee, and just puts it in the small hoop. That will do it for the game.
So a hard-fought 3 games in a row by JMU with only 7 people on their roster. They got the win against Penn State. They unfortunately lose to UVA, and they will lose to Penn State here. So JMU is now officially out of the App-5 conference tournament. They'll place third place. Right now, coming up next will be our finals game, UVA versus Penn State. If Penn State wins, they will force a game 2 because this is a double elimination tournament. But if UVA wins this next game, they will have won their, I believe,
Third?
a second App-5 championships. I don't believe that they were present at the first one.
Okay.
Excellent. So we're going to sign off here. We'll be back for our final game or second to last game, depending on the results, in just a few minutes.
Yeah. See y'all in a few minutes.